This is a very good card. Lots of different things, lots of money to be made. Hard to pick a good fight. I'm going to go with Ben Low at minus 174. I think that's a good bet.
Blackout Coffee presents the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, administered this evening by the ISKA. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight here in the northwest of England with a fight in the heavyweight division. Andy Thornton versus Matty Hill. Our tale of the tape is presented by Buck Energy Drink.
Okay, Sean, Matty Hill with a 2.5-inch height advantage. Both guys 75-inch reach. I don't even think the height advantage is an advantage. I almost like the smaller guy can land those overhands a little easier.
2 fights in BKFC for Matty Hill. His most recent bout occurred November 2024 when he defeated Lee Brown by second round KO.
And the thing that I really like about Matty Hill just doesn't waste any energy. Very relaxed, waiting for the right time, coming to throw hard shots, just doesn't waste anything. Just very calm, collected, waits for the right time, lands powerful shots. He knows he has power, believes in his power, just has to land the hard shots. Very measured, waits, throws hard punches when he needs to, but really focuses on defense. He feels like he has what it takes to make it in BKFC.
This is fight number 3 in BKFC for Matty Hill. His 5th overall in the sport of bare knuckle. Hill, who is ambidextrous, told us in our fighter meeting, I am equally comfortable in both stances. Chris, he said, I will switch for positional advantage.
Well, he wants to make sure he's getting off first in this fight. He wants to make sure he disrupts his opponent's rhythm, throwing jabs immediately to make him confused and not know where exactly to throw punches.
Of his opponent in this heavyweight bout, fellow Englishman Andy Thornton, Matty Hill said he throws wild punches, but he does so effectively. I think he will come forward. I have to be aware of those heavy, wild punches.
But the main thing, he has to utilize that footwork to control the distance. If he can do so, if he dictates when and where this fight happens, it's going to be an easy night for him.
Hill also told us, I have to continually be adaptive throughout this fight. I cannot allow Andy Thornton to control this on the inside. My focus, my concentration have to be on point.
He knows his opponent, Thornton, wants to get inside. When his opponent gets inside, he needs to clinch him, get that restart, get back to his range, and then he can land and dominate from the outside.
Andy Thornton made his BKFC debut October 2023. He defeated Lee Brown by second round knockout.
Thornton, once again, just does what he does best. Gets inside and lands powerful shots. You're not going to see him try to out-jive him. Not going to see him try to dance on the outside. He wants to get inside and do damage. Believes in his power, believes in his ability to land good shots. Loves to go to the body. Once again, you can see just doing a lot of powerful shots, waiting for the right time, and just powerful shots. That's what he wants to do in this fight. Get inside his opponent's range. This is a fight of distance. He knows it. His opponent knows it. When he gets inside, just land powerful shots.
Andy Thornton enters 1-0 in BKFC. He told us in our fighter meeting, I'm a, quote, come-forward fighter. But with that, Thornton said, I really focus in training for this fight on my footwork. I want to keep slipping punches. I want to come forward, but I want to do so effectively.
And the way he wants to come forward, he's not coming straight, bobbing and weaving, Mike Tyson style, trying to get underneath his opponent's shots and land powerful shots on his own.
Of his opponent, Matty Hill, Andy Thornton said, I believe that Hill is going to try to sit back and land powerful singular shots with his right hand. I have to be mobile. I cannot be stationary. Thornton said emphatically, I cannot stand directly in front of Matty Hill.
He wants to walk his opponent down, but he doesn't want to get into a clinch. When he gets into position, really work that body. That's what he feels like he can do. Work the body and tire his opponent out.
Thornton described those body punches as punches of attrition. He said they will pay dividends. If this fight goes beyond 2 rounds, I will slowly break down Matty Hill with my thudding body shots.
When we talked about does he need to utilize that jab, he definitely wants to use it, but he's not really throwing it to hurt his opponent. He's throwing it to distract him so he can get into position where he can land his powerful shots.
You feel the intensity in the ring. You feel the intensity from this Manchester crowd. BKFC 81 from Manchester. To get our evening started, we send it to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome one and all to the AO Arena here in the Warehouse City, Manchester, England. And welcome to the most violent show in combat sports. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents to you BKFC 81. BKFC for review begins tonight with 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, an even 209 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of North Allerton, England, by way of Newcastle, England. Here is Matty Mad Dog Hill. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 210.8 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1-0. Fighting out of Bolton, England, here is Andy Thornton. And our referee in charge of the action, Harvey Hara.
Matty Hill told us, I want to establish myself in the mid-range and then continually be first in the mid-range. Both fighters up to scratch.
Hold, boys, hold.
3 feet apart. A bit too keen. Sent slightly backwards by referee Harvey Hara.
Okay.
Now these two heavyweights up to scratch. Round number 1. Immediately time called by referee Harvey Hara. They were definitely too keen there. Now round number 1.
Really trying to apply pressure early. Hit a jab.
Black and multicolored trunks for Andy Thornton. Black and blue trunks for Matty Hill. Big left hand and down goes Matty Hill. On the hook jab.
You can see Hill's still a little bit rocked.
6, 7.
He looks surprised that his opponent landed that hard of a punch that quick.
Mandatory 8 count given to Hill by referee Harvey Hara. Right back to it.
Hill better either move or throw some power himself.
A jab of his own, tripling his jab, Matty Hill to the inside.
Keep boxing.
That's a good move.
Heavy grinding pressure, nearly knee to the canvas. Will we fight on with Matty Hill? Now the left hand from Hill. Coming forward, another big entry jab from Andy Thornton. Hard jab again.
You can just see where the pressure that Thornton's trying to apply.
Thornton is cut. You see the blood corner of his right eye. Undaunted, he comes forward. 60 seconds remaining, round number 1. Stiff jab from Matty Hill. Off the canvas and still very much in this fight, but on cue, knockdown number 2.
Hill is badly hurt. You can just tell he never recovered from that first knockdown.
6, 7,
He's done it. He's not getting up.
9, The count of 10. 2 knockdowns to the knockout win for Andy Thornton.
You could just see the difference in power. When Thornton came in, he threw hard. He put his weight behind it. Everything he landed did damage. Hill tried to recover, he tried to move, he tried to throw jabs to stop the onslaught, but every time that Thornton landed a punch, it was painful. Huge victory for Thornton.
Andy Thornton told us, I'm a, quote, come forward fighter, but I want to do so more with intelligence, more with cleverness. He absolutely did. He came forward, he threw heavy, but he also showed the head movement and the footwork.
He made sure every time he came in and threw punches, they were damaged. See the jab. Weight pushing forward, all his weight coming forward, and look what it did. It knocked Hill not only down, but far back. Every time he landed a good jab. Once again, here's the end. Head movement, head movement. That's it. That's all he needs to do. You can just see Hill never really recovered from the first knockdown. He tried to get up, he tried to move it. It's look, that leaping in, that is all his weight coming forward. And that's what makes that so powerful. It's dangerous to do so, Sean, because if you come forward, if you meet a counter punch, that's all your weight coming forward in addition to your opponents. It didn't happen in this situation. When Thornton landed that punch, that's why he got the knockdown, because he was coming forward, putting all his weight behind him.
Great sportsmanship from the victor, Andy Thornton. He's now 2-0 in BKFC. Both wins by way of finish. October 2023, Thornton defeating Lee Brown by round 3 KO. And tonight, BKFC 81 in Manchester, a first-round KO victory versus Matty Hill.
And lots of these fights, Sean, they get in very quickly. People think that maybe that was a mismatch. That was not a mismatch. That was just a matter of somebody coming in, landing a hard shot early. That's all it takes in this sport.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Harvey Harris, steps in, calling a stop to the fight after reaching the count of 10. 1 minute, 22 seconds, round number 1. For your winner, by KO, Andy Thornton.
What a victory for Thornton. Came in against a very tough opponent, believed in his power, believed in his punches, committed to putting weight behind him, coming in, and then got the knockout.
Andy Thornton told us he would target the body of Matty Hill and slowly break down his body, but instead Thornton targeted the head of Hill. Both knockdowns with lefts to the jaw. Knockdown number 1, and then the short step-in jab. Knockdown number 2 to the KO. The winner by way of round 1 knockout, Andy Thornton defeats Matty Hill.
Saturday, October 25th, the world's most exciting combat sport returns to Italy. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship takes over Rome for the very first time, and a world title is on the line. BKFC Cruiserweight champ Chris Camozzi aims to add another notch to his belt as he steps into enemy territory to face the pure striking savagery of Italian legend Alessio Sakara. Watch all the history-making moments unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Saturday, October 4th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debuts in New Jersey. In the main event, it's an all-out war when the reigning king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, defends his title against a warrior ready to bring the brutality, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, it's Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Jimmy El Terra Rivera. Plus, the first ever Queen of Violence will be decided when bad blood boils over as Christine Misfit Faria throws down with Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
We are live from the AO Arena here in Manchester. BKFC 81 brought to you by Bucked Up, Amnesia Vodka, Rasha, Forged Irish Stout, and Bounty Competitions. And now let's go to your next Tale of the Tape.
In the Bantamweight division, Sewell versus Patrick Pientnik. The numbers presented by MDE Fitness Solutions.
And Pientnik with a significant 5-inch height advantage, however, a reach disadvantage.
from Poland, Patrick Pientnik, now set for his BKFC and indeed Pro Combat Sports debut. Pientnik has had 17 amateur boxing bouts, 10 as an AMI in kickboxing. In our fighter meeting, Pientnik told us, I'm going to constantly be first and I'm going to constantly throw clean, straight punches.
He feels like he has a very high fight IQ. Feels like he can be aggressive when need to, can counter, he can pretty much do it, and he's very durable. Feels like he has what it takes to be good in bare knuckle.
With that intelligence, Pientnik said, I plan on being very adaptive, very reactive throughout this fight. I will use lateral movement and I will constantly punch and move.
Feels like his opponent's going to come straight forward, therefore he can throw straight punches, counter, move, make sure he just avoids his opponent's coming straight forward style.
Of his opponents in this bantamweight bout, Curran Sewell, Pientnik said, I think he is a straight brawler, but he does that very well. I really respect the toughness of Sewell. I respect his durability. I know that I cannot finish him with one punch. I have to be tactical. This has to be a fight of volume and precision.
Lots of movement, lots of straight punches. Those are his keys. If he does those, he wins this fight.
Curran Sewell, set for his BKFC debut. He has had one previous bare knuckle bout. Sewell told us, I will continually look for the finish in this fight. I will most definitely take the punches of Patrick Pientnik to land my own power punch.
Well, he feels like he has more power than anybody in this division. Complete belief. Wants to get in. His opponent's going to leave his body open. Utilize that footwork to get in the pocket and end the fight.
Sewell said a high volume of punches in the pocket. I don't want to initiate the clinch, he told us. I just want to stay in the pocket, be explosive. When I come in, I will explode in. And when I exit, I will explode out.
Definitely wanting to make a statement with this fight. Definitely needs to get a KO. He feels like comes in, gets the knockout he feels like he's going to shock a lot of people and put everybody on their radar that he is the guy to deal with.
Sewell said, I believe Patrick Pientnik will use a very high striking guard. With that, he will be open to the body. I will land power punches to his body.
And this is where he feels like exploding in is going to be one of his keys.
Here we go with Jeff Houston.
Fight fans of Manchester, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the Bantamweight division, presented to you by MDE Fitness Solutions. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 134.2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Yarosław, Poland, here is Patrick Pientnik. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black and silver. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, an even 135 pounds. Tonight, he toes the line for the first time. Fighting out of Carlisle, England, here is Curran, the scumbag, Sewell. And our referee in charge of the action, Alan Jackson.
Patrick Pientnik told us defensively I will use slips and head movement rather than parries and blocks. I will be continually elusive throughout this fight. Momentary pause. Alan Jackson waiting for Curran Sewell's blue corner to clear.
You good? Yes.
To the satisfaction of Alan Jackson, both men up to scratch. Round number 1. Black and silver trunks for the Englishman Curran Sewell. Solid black trunks for the Pole, Patrick Pientnik.
Look how slow Sewell's getting. He's trying to really explode out that back foot.
You see the high, tight striking guard that Sewell was expecting from Pientnik.
That's where he said he could get in and work the body.
Back to the body with that right hand, and naked too. That landed effectively by Sewell. Sewell left to the head.
Sewell doing exactly what he said, getting in and working the body.
On the big left hook from Sewell.
Pientnik is in some serious trouble at this point. He's got to be careful.
Right hand from Sewell, right hand again. Sewell playing all offense, Pientnik playing all defense at the moment. Short left hand though from Pientnik. Trying to switch the momentum, but a fast start to this bantamweight bout from Sewell as he lands the left hand.
Sewell just mirroring the hips of Pientnik, just waiting to get in and land those powerful body shots.
You see the lateral movement from Pientnik, naked two again to the body from Sewell. That is clever and effective. Multiple jabs from Pientnik, but as a rangefinder, true to his word, Chris, thus far in the fight, Sewell throwing everything with full power as he does a right hand to the head. Left hand! That rolled is a push by Alan Jackson, and I believe correctly so.
Push. Lock, you push.
Very hard punches being thrown and landed.
Good refereeing from Alan Jackson.
A good head movement.
No argument from Curran. Sewell right back to it. Right back to the jab for Sewell. Jab to the body. Landed on the sternum. 30 seconds remaining, round one.
Sewell's just got to be careful. He's getting cut open with these little straight shots from Pientnik.
Pientnik sticking to that high, tight striking guard. Stiff jab getting through from Pientnik. Big left hand from Sewell. Another left hand.
And Pientnik showing a lot of toughness. He can hit with a lot of thunderous shots.
Late here on round number one. 1-1-2. There is the bell.
That was an interesting round because if you go by the looks of the fighters, you think Pientnik dominated. However, it looked like he was taking beatings a lot of that round. Sometimes it's more about placement. Landing those hard shots to the head just did damage and cut his opponent's wolves. Just got to be careful he doesn't get stopped due to cuts.
Scan the QR code on your screen. At the top of the hour, our main card begins. The way to watch is on DAZN right now. You're with us for our preview, 3 preliminary bouts, BKFC 81 in Manchester.
Again, Sewell's just landing a lot of hard, devastating body shots. It was a little low, but not too bad. Knocked his opponent back.
You see that Pientnik is wearing a boxing girdle. That's very rare in BKFC. I would say at least 95% of the fighters, Chris, wear MMA or Thai cups. You have the choice to wear whatever you want as long as it's groin protection for male fighters. Pientnik feeling comfortable with the boxing girdle. Many fighters say they feel restrictive. Round number 2.
Pientnik wants to continue to throw jabs. He needs to keep his opponent at bay and try and cut him open.
Right hand, left hand, hard entry from Curran Sewell. Again on the outside, fast straight punches from Pientnik. That last sequence is a microcosm of what he wants to do. You see the 5'4" Sewell making himself even lower, more elusive. To do that, explode upright with the left hand.
Sewell needs to make sure he's getting in, doing a lot of good head movement, but he's got to come out throwing punches the entire time.
This is a really effective low crouching stance for Curran Sewell.
He's got to be careful of getting cut a lot. He's got to make sure he's throwing punches as he comes out.
Pientnik off the jab. Check hook from Pientnik. 1:15 remaining round 2. This is a very tactical fight between these two men. Trying to use the tall stance, high tight striking guard from the outside. Sewell continually using the low stance to do that. Explode to the inside with power.
Sewell needs to go back to the body. That's where he does his best work.
Rear right uppercut gets through and down goes Patrick Pientnik.
And just like I said, he just proved me wrong. Landed a good uppercut, but if he can go with that body, I think he can end the night.
Hands up. Hey, you good?
Mandatory 8 count, given to Pientnik from Alan Jackson, right back to it. Right back to the pocket. Curran Sewell, left hand, left hand. We might be done here.
Nasty uppercut.
3.
He's taking whatever Pientnik is giving him. That uppercut is there. He's got his hands wide. That's it.
This fight is over. Game, set, match. Curran Sewell.
And Sewell did a great job. He dealt with some adversity. He was cut. He was bleeding. He just waited for his opportunity as Pientnik had his hands guarding the side of his head. That left it open in the middle. Perfect opportunity for that uppercut. That was where it took Sewell a while to figure it out, but those uppercuts did all the damage in this fight. Ooh. followed with the left hook. That's a beautiful combination. You land that right uppercut, it knocks the head up usually, and followed with the left hook. Different angle, but the same combination. Right uppercut, left hook, both landed, both did damage.
The Pole, Patrick Pientnik, absolutely game in his pro combat sports and BKFC debut in the Englishman from Carlisle. Curran Sewell absolutely on point in his BKFC debut. Sewell told us exactly what he wanted to do without hesitation in our fighter meeting, Chris. Be explosive, high volume in the pocket, don't initiate the clinch, take punches to land my own power punches.
And just what he said, we love it when people give us our fighter interviews and they're able to accomplish what they said. Sometimes a fight is different when you actually get in the ring. The opponent does something that changes what you have to do, not in this situation.
So often we hear fighters use the word explosive. Curran Sewell was absolutely explosive throughout this bantamweight fight.
And the way he crouches around, the way he gets that wide stance, that's why he does it, so he can be explosive.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Alan Jackson, steps in calling a stop to the fight. 1 minute, 46 seconds, round number 2. For your winner by TKO, Curran, the Scumbag Sewell.
Great job for Sewell. Like we talked about earlier, dealt with a little adversity, got cut a few times, but maintained the course and just continued to come forward and apply pressure.
Patrick Pientnik wanted to stay long. He wanted to be elusive from range. Curran Sewell wanted to make this an inside fight. This was most definitely an inside fight. A strong round 1 for Sewell and a dominant round number 2. 2 knockdowns to the finish. Victorious by way of second round TKO. Curran Sewell defeats Patrick Pientnik.
Saturday, October 18th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more adrenaline-fueled action. In the main event, undefeated phenom Bryce Henry toes the line with the gritty Jake Lindsey, pure chaos in motion. In the co-main event, Cameron Van Camp's unrelenting pressure meets a warrior who never turns down a fight, Derek Finley. Plus many more smash-mouth bare knuckle battles. Don't miss a second of the action. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5 Pure Chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I'll give you 500.
Fade the flag!
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to.
Intriguing now in the middleweight division. Our tale of the tape is presented by Amnesia Vodka for Gaz Curran versus Danny Moyer.
And we can see Moyer with a significant 5-inch height advantage as well as that 6-inch reach advantage. And that makes him be able to dictate when and where this fight happens if he chooses.
2 wins in BKFC for Danny Moyer. His most recent victory occurred November of last year when he defeated Kyle Redfern by second-round TKO.
I love the physicality Moyer showing in this situation. Does a great job of throwing nice, hard, straight punches, looking for opportunities, trying to keep the range staying where he wants, controlling when and where the fight's going to happen. See, he backs away, is a good jab, waits for his time, throws hard shots, stick and move, make you pay every time you try to get close. That's his A-game, getting inside, landing powerful shots, cutting you open, doing whatever it takes to win the fight, but keeping those straight shots and keeping the distance.
Danny Moyer now set for fight number 4 in bare knuckle fighting championship. Overall, he is 8-1 in the sport of bare knuckle. Moyer, who is very humble, very soft-spoken, told us in our fighter meeting, I would love to be a technical fighter who doesn't get hit, but unfortunately, that is not me. I have to rely on my toughness. With that, Moyer also said, in this fight against Curran at 175 pounds, I want to stay long, fully utilize my reach advantage, and extremely high volume from range.
Does not want to get up against the ropes. He can't shell up when his opponent throws punches. Got to keep moving the entire time.
Moyer said, my jab is my key punch. I have to move on angles. I can't just move backwards when I am staying long. If my opponent, Curran, gets to the inside, that's when I then have to really start to throw power punches.
I really like something he said. He wants to punch in the beginning, the middle, and the end as his opponent's punch. If the opponent throws a punch at him before and he wants to throw it. If the punches come in, avoid it and throw. Just the entire time he wants to make sure he's countering his opponent.
Curran made his BKFC debut this past March. He defeated David Hailinski by first round KO.
Talking with Gaz, he believes in one thing, power. Thinks he has more than anybody in the division. If he can come in and land these shots, he's going to knock anybody out. And hard to disagree with him from this clip we're seeing. We've seen him fight. We've seen how devastating his right hand can be. Get in position, land your powerful shots. Don't play your opponent's game. Don't play the distance game. Get inside, land powerful shots, get the knockout.
Curran enters 1-0 in BKFC promotionally. He is 2-0 overall in the sport of bare knuckle, 2-0 in pro lightweight, and 6-0 in pro mixed martial arts. Without a hint of arrogance, Curran told us in our fighter meeting, I know I have legitimate knockout power in both hands. I will throw heavy punches to the body, big hooks when I'm on the inside. No in and out, Curran told us from me. Once I'm on the inside, Curran said, I am staying on the inside.
He can do so because he believes in his durability, his power, his forward pressure. One thing he said, he doesn't want to turn this into a boxing match. This is going to be a fight.
Of his opponent in this middleweight bout, Danny Moyer, Curran said, I really respect his jab. I think with that jab, Moyer is going to try to stick and move. I cannot allow him to stay at range. I have to force him backwards. Once I get Danny Moyer on his back foot, then Curran said, I know that I am in full control of this fight.
Well, everyone knows this is a fight about distance. Who controls the distance is going to win. How he gets inside. He throws combinations to move his opponent back, utilize that pressure. If he's able to apply pressure, he easily wins this fight.
Curran said, heavy punches in the pocket. I'm also, Curran said, very confident with my clinch game. Not only do I want power punches in the clinch, but I want to be very physical, very heavy on the head and neck of Danny Moyer.
He knows his opponent's going to throw lots of jabs. Perfect opportunity for him to slip and fire power shots at him.
Back to the ring, and Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Presented to you by Amnesia Vodka. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 175.4 pounds. His overall bare knuckle fighting record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Scarborough, England, here is Danny the Destroyer Moyer. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and gray. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 174.6 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1-0. Fighting out of Darwin, Lancashire, England, here is Gaz the Crusher Curran. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Batcheldor.
Danny Moyer told us, I know that Gaz Curran wants to make this an inside fight. I have to make this an outside fight.
Okay, gentlemen, toe the line, please. Toe the line.
Calling both fighters up to scratch. Round number 1. Gray and black trunks for Gaz Curran. Black and gold trunks for Danny Moyer. Big right hand from Curran on the inside.
Look at that power difference already on display.
Cut to the body. Throwing back, though, is Danny Moyer. We talked about relying on toughness. He has to already. Early stages of this fight. Heavy pressure to the inside for Gaz Curran. Uppercut, big right hand on the counter from Curran after Moyer landed. Moyer landing the uppercut again. Now the straight jab, overhand right from Curran.
Just look when Curran lands, man, he moves his opponent's whole body.
Moyer trying to create space. Curran continually solving that space. Now a right hand on the turn from Moyer. That was clever. Jab, stunning right hand right back from Curran.
And Moyer showing so much toughness. These are thunderous body shots.
On the left hand, right uppercut just missing from Moyer. Moyer off the jab wide stance.
This is the range that Curran wants, not the range Moyer wants.
Step in jab, right hand to the body, right hand to the head from Gaz Curran. The right uppercut from Moyer. Left hook from Gaz Curran.
Those body shots, those right hands to the body, Curran are devastating.
Moyer actually just waved Curran forward. Now the jab. 45 seconds remaining, round number 1. Big right hand again. Curran to the inside, left hand.
But you've got to be careful waving a monster like Curran into
right more. And that drops Danny Moyer flat on his back.
You can see the look of disgust on Moyer. He's hit hard, he's hurt. See if he can get up. Nope. Don't think so. He's
the
done.
Count of 9, the count of 10. Just like that, Gaz Curran now 2-0 in BKFC.
And like I said, I love the way Moyer said, come on, bring him. But you have to be careful inviting an animal like Curran in. He said he has more confidence in his power than anybody else in this division. Man, he came throwing hard shots the entire time. I was really impressed with Moyer's ability to take those shots. Those right hands to the body were devastating, Sean.
Chris, in our fighter meetings, almost reflexively, fighters will say, I have knockout power in both hands. Sometimes it's as though they're convincing themselves. Gaz Curran stated it like fact, and he showed it like fact.
Man, I don't know what to say about that. That was, Moyer is a great fighter. He took a lot of hard shots, but man, those were devastating.
Gaz Curran told us in our fighter meeting, I will win in 1 minute, 40 seconds. He's asking us the official time now. Phenomenal performance from Gaz Curran. We await the official time. 140, Chris, might be, as my English wife would say, spot on.
He was right on in the meeting. He said that's what he was going for. I kind of laughed. I said, yeah, you're not going to predict the time. I won't be amazed if it's 140. That's pretty crazy.
Disappointment for Danny Moyer. An elation for Gaz Curran. Phenomenal punching power. That's heavyweight punching power at 175 pounds.
And once again, I can't sing the praises enough of Moyer for taking those shots, especially those right hands to the body. That would have dropped a lot of people. Then waving him on the way he did, said, bring it. Be careful what you ask for, you just might get it.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Chris Bachelor, reaches the count of 10, calling a stop to this fight at 1 minute 45 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by KO, Gaz the Crusher Curran!
Just 5 seconds off 145. The whole division better be careful. We have a new power puncher coming into the division. Man, he's dangerous.
All right, I got Gaz Curran. Come on over here, my friend. Now, you predicted 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm sorry to tell you, you were off by 5 seconds. Come on. That was incredible, my man. What a performance. Absolute destruction in there. You were on fire tonight, man. What do you owe that to? Why were you that focused? Why were you that locked in this, son?
I owe that to my trainers, my two trainers here, Sean Fogg, Paul Charlton. I'm elite boxing, baby. They've put all the fucking life into me. Not just time and training, they've put me life. This is us. This is everybody. It's all my supporters that come to support me, man. Look at these lot, look at them. Come on! Come on!
How does it feel to be in the AO Arena, the Manchester Arena, getting it done tonight? Second win in a row at the BKFC. That's got to feel pretty damn amazing.
I was fucking born for nights like this, man. Born.
It's a beautiful thing. One more time. Let's hear it for Gaz Curran.
Great performance for Curran. This guy is going to be a problem for a lot of people with power like that. I cannot wait to see him fight again.
Gaz Curran, again, he predicted a finish over Danny Moyer. Round 1, a minute 40. The knockout comes at 1:45 of round 1. Massive punching power, forward pressure against a quality opponent in Danny Moyer. The winner by way of first round KO, Gaz Curran defeats Danny Moyer.
Saturday, October 25th, the world's most exciting combat sport returns to Italy. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship takes over Rome for the very first time, and a world title is on the line. BKFC Cruiserweight champ Chris Camozzi aims to add another notch to his belt as he steps into enemy territory to face the pure striking savagery of Italian legend Alessio Sakara. Watch all the history-making moments unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Saturday, October 4th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debuts in New Jersey. In the main event, it's an all-out war when the reigning king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, defends his title against a warrior ready to bring the brutality, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, it's Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Jimmy El Terra Rivera. Plus, the first ever Queen of Violence will be decided when bad blood boils over as Christine Misfit Faria throws down with Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com. Saturday, October 18th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more adrenaline-fueled action. In the main event, undefeated phenom Bryce Henry toes the line with the gritty Jake Lindsay, pure chaos in motion. In the co-main event, Cameron Van Camp's unrelenting pressure meets a warrior who never turns down a fight, Derek Finley. Plus, many more smash-mouth bare knuckle battles. Don't miss a second of the action. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5 Pure Chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I think it'll be 500.
Fade the flag!
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to.
And here we are, BKFC 81, and no surprise, it has been finish after finish after finish. That's right, 3 fights, 3 finishes, that's your preview. And we got so much more to go at the top of the hour. Scan that QR code right now as we take a look at Manchester. That is going to get you locked in here on DAZN, the global home for boxing and the home of BKFC 81. Take a look at that. The AO Arena, second largest arena in the UK, and we're filling it up tonight with a fully loaded card. Yes, indeed, we have delivered once again on the preview. I told you how often these preview fights can steal the whole show. It's because they come out here swinging, they want to set the tone, and that's exactly what they did. So much more to look forward to tonight. Of course, you know about the main event. Olympic gold medalist James Degale making his debut. We know about Chalmers and Fincham and all the social media presence that they bring. But how about this BKFC UK lightweight title fight against Johnny Graham and Naveed Mansouri? With that being said, let's go ringside to the boys Sean Wheelock and Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, I love this matchup. Could steal the whole show. This one really looks like it could be fight of the night.
I agree with you, Cyrus. Chris, this is our feature fight. It shows just how stacked this BKFC 81 Manchester card is, that this is not the main or the co-main. The feature fight will determine the first ever BKFC United Kingdom 155-pound champion, Johnny Graham versus Mansouri. Now, Naveed Mansouri comes out of professional boxing. Graham comes out of professional boxing, but they have two very different approaches to the sport of bare-knuckle fighting.
And just different styles. That's what I love about it. Graham has great head movement, explodes in and out, powerful puncher. Mansouri, very good, skilled, avoiding punches, using that range, slickness. Once again, I feel like this is a range fight. Who's able to control that range, decide when and where this fight happens, has a good chance of winning, Sean.
Chris, as we looked at this stack card, let's talk about our main event. James Degale will come in as the 6th ever Olympian in BKFC history, the 10th major organization professional boxing world champion in BKFC history. It has been mixed for the Olympians and the boxing world champions. There's no A-side, B-side in BKFC, of course, under our leader, David Feldman. His opponent for Degale in his BKFC debut, 15-2 professional boxer Matty Floyd.
It's still all about styles. I feel like Floyd comes in with more of a bare-knuckle style. He comes in with odd angles, throwing odd punches. That can really throw a traditional boxer off. Now, talking with Degale, Degale said he has trained in Muay Thai. He has trained a little bit in MMA. He has tried a little bit, much like Austin Trout, who's came over and just been dominant because he's been able to humble himself, go train at different styles. This isn't a boxing match with no gloves. This is a bare-knuckle fight. Big difference. So that's what we have here. He's able to come out and decide when and where this fight happens. We're probably going to win.
Chris, I look at being a world champion in professional boxing coming to BKFC a lot like being a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in MMA. It definitely doesn't hurt anything, but it also doesn't guarantee success.
It is a tool, and if you utilize that right and you get that to your range, to your element, it can be very helpful. However, if you're not able to get into that area, it doesn't help at all.
Chris, you know why I love England. We're in the Northwest. We're in the great city of Manchester. Cyrus, I know that you can feel the energy as we do from ringside.
Oh, 100%. There is so much energy in this building, and how can you not be excited with what you're seeing inside that squared circle? It's what we do. It's our standard. It's what we do whether we're here in Manchester or we're in Omaha, Nebraska. It's the same type of show. It's always exciting. And, of course, this UK crowd, they love it here. This is the 14th event that we've done in the UK, and it is looking to be a barn burner. Speaking of which, next week, next Saturday, it is BKFC 82 in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. It is Mike Perry taking on Jeremy Stevens for the King of Violence Championship. It is the debut in BKFC for Frankie the Answer Edgar. And then, of course, you have the Queen of Violence Championship where Jessica Forga takes on Christine Faria. And, folks, if you've seen anything on social media, even a piece of that, you are going to love this fight. And we got a fully loaded card on top of that. That happens on DAZN. That is on the pay-per-view. And, folks, there it is. Your top 4 fights. Sean, Chris, I mean, you take a look at this. You got Mike Perry and Jeremy Stevens. You got Edgar. You got the King of Violence, the Queen of Violence. And I love this. Carl Roberson, Olawale Bambagosi. Another great matchup that could steal the show. Gentlemen, this is going to be one wild night right in the shadow of NYC.
It is next Saturday night, our BKFC debut in New Jersey, live on DAZN pay-per-view from Prudential Center in Newark. And as you can see, Chris, our top 4 fights on this absolutely loaded card are presented by Blackout Coffee.
Every one of these could be a main event. I mean, everybody wants to see Mike Perry fight Jeremy Stevens. I'm telling you, Sean, the one that really has me excited is that female fight. There's so much bad blood there. I mean, that's going to be an amazing one. Queen of Violence, the first one. And who doesn't want to see Frankie Edgar come out of retirement? And he's going to fight Jimmy Rivera. Both those guys are from that area. That's going to be an amazing card.
It's historic also for BKFC. Going into the state of New Jersey. New Jersey, historically, of course, with Atlantic City, with Newark, a great boxing city. Also an early adapter of the UFC. Their athletic commission was at the forefront of creating the first ever unified rules of MMA in 2001. So for BKFC now on the East Coast of the United States, to be at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, to be in Philadelphia under our friend, their athletic commissioner, Ed Kunkel, and now to be in New Jersey speaks volumes for the progress of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
And Sean, I was fortunate enough to very early, when they adopted the rules, to be able to fight in New Jersey, fight in Newark actually, and I just understand that crowd. They're really into the fights. so much support for those local fighters. That's going to be an amazing card, especially if we can do what we did in Philadelphia and really pack that house. Oh, the energy there is going to be unreal.
Cyrus, and of course, Mike Perry on the card in New Jersey. We opened England August of 2022. Mike Perry against MVP Michael Venom Page. Mike Perry never gets an easy fight. His BKFC debut was against Julian Lane.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, Mike Perry sells every time. But my question, to you, Chris, I think a lot of questions here for Frankie the Answer Edgar. What can we expect from him? We've heard differing things. There's a lot of folks that think he should have stayed in retirement, but he couldn't stay away. What do you think this matchup? You've been in that situation before. Do you stay in retirement? Do you come back out? What do you think about Frankie Edgar?
Sean, I mean, Cyrus, you have that itch. You have to get back out there. I think this sport is so much more conducive. You don't have to worry about the grappling, the wrestling. It's so tiring on your body. It hurts. At this, all you have to do is worry about your hands. Frankie still has good hands. He still has good reaction time, still has good movement. I think he's going to come out and show a lot of skill and display. He's going to do a fantastic job, I believe.
Chris, I look at, too, you talk about when you came out of retirement, your last fight was against a very popular English fighter, Dan Hardy. You defeated Dan Hardy, you retired, you then came back to bare knuckle. You've talked to me privately, you've mentioned it on air. Training for bare knuckle was just so much easier on your body than in training for high-level UFC fights.
And that's what the big difference is. As you get older, you can't do all that wrestling, grappling. This is so much better for your body. And plus, you don't even get hit as much. It's better. Cyrus, I can't wait to see this fight. It's going to be an amazing night.
It's going to be beautiful. And, folks, it is beautiful inside the AO Arena, the second largest arena in the UK, and we are here filling it up. There's your QR code. We want you at the top of the hour to join us for the entire main card on DAZN. And folks, next week, as we said, this one could be one of the biggest shows in BKFC history.
I always bring it. Why the fuck would I change a thing? Like, I've always brought it, and I've only fine-tuned little details just to make myself better. We're gonna make each other bleed. We're gonna try to hurt each other, and I'm gonna try to hurt him way worse than he can hurt me. I wanna bring the pain to him. I wanna make him hurt.
I got the speed, I got the skill. I'm here to take his fucking status. He's the face of BKFC. Everybody's betting on him. I even told Feldman himself, I go, hey bro, you're betting on the wrong horse again. I'm gonna fucking knock this boy out and I'm gonna carve him up.
And it was that right hand. His corner's telling him going, they are right. He has to land that right hand.
Carving him up, slicing dice, something real nice, putting him to fucking sleep, face down, cheeks clapping.
Me and Jeremy have had very violent careers between each other, and like I said, next one's the best one, so this could be the most violent fight that you've ever seen in the bare knuckle squared circle.
And you guys are in for a real treat. I think people are gonna be surprised. They can think this is a banger. I'm gonna make it look real nice. I'm gonna carve them up real sweet. Slice and dice, baby. It's the name of the game. Real violence, real precision, real power, real skill when it comes down to bare knuckle. I'm gonna put some intellect on it. Show motherfuckers how it's really done.
I want to make it hurt. I want to make it very painful. I want him to think about me and think about how he asked for this. It's going to bring the pain, bro. Bring it to him.
Saturday, October 18th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more adrenaline-fueled action. In the main event, undefeated phenom Bryce Henry toes the line with the gritty Jake Lindsay, pure chaos in motion. In the co-main event, Cameron Van Camp's unrelenting pressure meets a warrior who never turns down a fight, Derek Finley. Plus, many more smash-mouth bare knuckle battles. Don't miss a second of the action. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5 Pure Chaos today. It's
It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
Yeah, man, I'll beat the out of him. I think it'd be 500.
Fade the flag.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to.
Saturday, October 25th, the world's most exciting combat sport returns to Italy. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship takes over Rome for the very first time, and a world title is on the line. BKFC Cruiserweight champ Chris Camozzi aims to add another notch to his belt as he steps into enemy territory to face the pure striking savagery of Italian legend Alessio Sakara. Watch all the history-making moments unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Tonight, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship brings the world's most exciting combat sport to Manchester in the UK, with warriors ready to spill blood and pay the price, like the durable and aggressive Deck Kid Nitro Spellman. Fast-paced chaos in motion,